So, it looks like the Young Thug Rico case is getting pretty serious. Yesterday, it was all over the web that Young Thug had been taken into custody after his home was raided by law officials. Police took him to the Fulton County Jail where he was charged with conspiracy to violate the Rico Act. I was actually going to drop a video on this yesterday, but the video was cursed. It was taking forever to edit, the computer kept crashing. It got me so frustrated that I was like, F it, and was just going to not do it and forget about it. But after closing down the computer, I was scrolling through the blogs on my phone, and I kept seeing more developing stories. So I was like, I guess I'll do it after all. But before we go in, don't forget to hit the like button. Liking and sharing the video is the best way to help us to continue to grow. We can't do it without you guys' help, so hit that like button now. And with that being said, let's jump right in. Young Thug is one of many individuals listed in a 56-count indictment that was filed on May 9th. The indictment also names other YSL rapper Gunna, who is supposedly in the mix as well. The charges include murder, armed robbery, and possession of controlled substances and weapons. District Attorney Fani Willis was quoted in saying, "It doesn't matter what your notoriety is or what your fame is, but if you come to Fulton County, Georgia, and you commit crimes, and certainly if those crimes are in furtherance of a street gang, that you're going to become a target and focus of the District Attorney's office, and we're going to prosecute you to the fullest extent of the law," end quote. There have been 28 people named in the 56-count indictment. Among the names of alleged Young Slime Life members are Young Thug, born Jeffrey Lamar Williams, and Gunna, whose real name is Sergio Giovanni Kitchens. The indictment also names several other rappers, including YSL Duke, Yak Gotti, and more. The 56 charges include conspiracy to violate the Rico Act, murder, armed robbery, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, possession of a firearm, theft, violation of Georgia Controlled Substance Act, and participation in street gang activity. The conspiracy charges stem from alleged incidents that occurred back in January 24th of 2013 and May 8th of 2022. Quote, "It is our allegation that they operated as a criminal gang and committed to do havoc in the community," DA Willis said during the press conference. That havoc includes crime of violence, crimes of theft, and crimes of involving drugs. Young Thug himself is facing 2 charges: conspiracy to violate the Rico Act and participation in criminal street gang activity. He was named in connection to several criminal acts throughout the 56-count indictment. One of his more serious offenses allegedly occurred on January 7th of 2015. Young Thug allegedly rented a car that was used in the commission of the slaying of Donovan Thomas Jr., a rival gang member. DA Willis stated that the aftermath of Thomas's death created, quote, "violence in Atlanta that has never been seen," end quote. According to WSB-TV, prosecutors are also claiming that Christian Eppinger and Antonio Sumlin asked Thug for permission to make a second attempt on YFN Lucci's life, who was recently stabbed while in Fulton County Jail back in February. So, connections there? I don't know, you tell me. Gunna has been charged in 1 count of the conspiracy to violate the Rico Act. He was listed in at least 5 counts of the Rico indictment, including accused of committing felony offenses of possession of methamphetamine, marijuana, and hydrocodone with the intent to distribute. Gunna, who was also named in the counts for theft by receiving stolen property as well. The state is primarily attempting to tie him in to the Young Slime Life street gang by listing evidence of him wearing YSL chains and sharing content such as photos and videos on his social media that promoted YSL. Gunna, who has not been arrested yet at the time of publishing, but Fulton County Sheriff Patrick Labbitt says arraignments are being made for him to be detained as we speak. So, let's take a look at the details of the conspiracy. The indictment claims the associates listed were part of an enterprise known as Young Slime Life. According to the state, the objectives of the conspiracy were obtaining money, weapons, and property, obtaining law enforcement and court proceedings information through witness intimidations, and preserving, protecting, and enhancing the reputation and power of the enterprise, quote unquote. In part 2 of the RICO charge, the quote unquote enterprise is broken down in great detail. And according to the state's records, Young Slime Life is a street gang that was founded by Young Thug, DK, and Tick in late 2012 in the Cleveland Avenue area of Atlanta, Georgia. YSL is said to claim affiliations with the National Blood Gang, and associates use identifiers including colors green and red, clothing and tattoos, and hand signals. Part 3 includes the detailed list of the 182 conspiracy charges that occurred between January 25th of 2012 and April 28th of 2022. Young Thug and Gunna are each named several times throughout this list. In a statement to a news reporter, Young Thug's attorney Brian Steele said, quote, "The response to any allegations is Mr. Williams committed no crimes whatsoever and will fight to my last drop of blood to clear him." Which, of course, because what else is his lawyer supposed to say? The Fulton County DA, Annie Willis, seems pretty serious about this, as she said on record that she's seeking the full penalty of life imprisonment for anybody convicted in this case. Rap lyrics and music videos from Young Thug and Gunna and other artists also appeared in Part 3 of the indictment. During the May 10th press conference, DA Willis spoke on the use of rap lyrics in social media, saying, quote, "Social media is a wonderful tool for prosecution and every indictment we bring nowadays." Which is what I've been saying, man. You rappers need to stop snitching on yourself on social media. If you think that the cops are not on social media or that they don't listen to rap songs, then you're wrong. They do, and they're using it against you. Speaking on rap lyrics specifically, she added, quote, "I believe in the First Amendment. However, it does not protect you from prosecutors who are using it as evidence if it is as such." And I won't really go into detail of reading the lyrics, but if you heard the songs, then you know that Young Thug pretty much has incriminated himself in a lot of the stuff that he said on tracks. But it really just comes down to whether or not he is going to be believed in saying that it's all just fiction and entertainment, or if the DA sees it otherwise. Music videos were also cited in the indictment. In several videos featuring Young Thug, Gunna, and other YSL associates, the indictment focuses on the artists flashing alleged gang signs and jewelry that boast their YSL affiliation. An example of the social media post being used by the state is a photo of the defendant named Miles Fairley, who is wearing clothing that says slime and "Is you slime enough?" The indictment describes this as a, quote, "overt act of furtherance in the conspiracy." The confusion comes into play, though, in that there is a YSL rap label and a YSL street gang, apparently. And prosecution could be confusing rappers dropping YSL in lyrics as them repping their gang when they're really just repping their rap label. There's been some speculation whether the indictment has anything to do with the slaying of Young Thug's baby mama, who was reportedly shot at a bowling alley in Atlanta back in March 17th of 2022. But as of now, the DA says that evidence is unclear on that. Pee Wee Roscoe, whose real name is Jimmy Winfrey, was also named in the indictment for aggravated assault related to the infamous shooting of Lil Wayne's tour bus in 2015, which I'm sure we all remember. This indictment comes at a time when people are pushing back against song lyrics being used as evidence in court. In January of 2022, several prominent musicians, including Jay-Z, Killer Mike, Meek Mills, and Big Sean, proposed the Rap Music on Trial bill, which aims to stop prosecutors from using rap lyrics as evidence in alleged crimes. Young Thug was initially scheduled to appear in the magistrate court on Tuesday at 11:30 a.m., according to the Fulton County Sheriff's spokesman. But due to the severity of the indictment, however, Fulton County officials say he'll appear before a Superior Court judge. Young Thug will remain in custody for the time being, and the trial date has not been set as of publishing. I don't know, man. When I wrote the script yesterday, I had no idea things were so serious for Young Thug. I thought he was facing a typical rapper in jail scenario, but these seem like some pretty heavy charges. Young Thug is facing some serious time, if not life, as the DA outlined. And in the video I was gonna drop, I was talking about him potentially ruining his short-term career, but looks like he could possibly ruin his life off this. They seem to have been building this case for quite some time, and they wouldn't do that for just any old case. For the state to spend this much time and money, they at least think that they got a pretty solid collar. I mean, who would have thought that Young Thug was this deep in the streets? Well, allegedly, I should say. The internet has been all over it as of yesterday when the news dropped, and 6ix9ine even took it as an opportunity to troll as normal by stating that how he thought Gunna would end up snitching like he did to avoid serious jail time. But I don't know. That's just 6ix9ine. Street business and rap has always gone hand in hand, as most rappers come from the street. But most of them clean up their acts once they make it big, or at least enough to not be linked to anything. But as for Young Thug, it looks pretty ugly, at least as of right now. Hope his lawyer has his nights laced up, because this looks like it can be a pretty rough case. But what do you think? Should prosecution be able to use song lyrics in cases that they make? Do you think that Young Thug will be able to get out of this? Hit us in the comment section and let us know. Also, if you haven't already, don't forget to smash the like button. Liking and sharing the video is the best way to help us to continue to grow, and we really can't do it without you guys' help. And if you want to be updated every time we drop a new video just like this, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be dinged whenever a new episode drops. But with that being said, I'm Nate the Great from TakeFlight214.com, signing out until next time. Peace. Are you tired of the bland ambiance at home and want to add more personality? Well, at TakeFlight214.com, we offer custom canvas prints, aluminum artwork, posters, and much more. We've been in business for over 15 years, offering high-quality wall art, apparel, and promotional materials. Any size, any design, we got you covered. Thousands of designs in stock, and we also offer printable files that you can download directly after ordering. So stop by today and check out our aluminum artwork. It's high gloss, high quality, and extremely durable. So if you want to add more life to your living space and have been looking for the perfect artwork to do so, then stop by TakeFlight214.com today, because blank walls are boring.